Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
On the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
It is Super Bowl 57 game day.
It's here.
It's here. Mike Carlin's in the studio. Josh Henning pushing the buttons. The intern Andrew Leeds is here, and we are ready to go.
This is
the A-team, baby.
here.
We're ready to go, Carlin. Good to see you.
Woo! I am so excited.
Look, we're all eagled up.
Yeah.
Everybody's got Eagle green on. Everybody's got a nice Eagles attire. We're streaming live on my Facebook page, The Locker Room with, or excuse me, my YouTube channel, The Locker Room with Billy Schweim. And I've got a prop here.
Yeah.
I got the Super Bowl trophy in my hand.
Nice.
I need another one I need one for the right hand. All right.
Yeah.
But we should verify for the listening audience. It's a replica. It's not the real trophy.
He stole it.
But it looks pretty cool.
Billy did not go to the Eagles facility and steal the trophy out of the case.
This is pretty cool.
Billy, I want to verify. Billy has too much respect for the real trophy to steal it from the Eagles trophy case.
Never do that. Never do that. All right, guys. It's been a long wait. The 2 weeks. I really enjoyed the break week and lead all the intrigue and all the storylines. And but one thing I think I'm over is everybody's prediction. Are you tired of that?
Yeah.
Let's go. I want to play the game now.
I want to play the game.
All the talking is done, Carlin. All the preparation is done. Everybody's ready to go. The money,
players are ready.
The players are ready.
The families are ready.
Everybody's ready. Plans are all made. It's just the clock's ticking, baby.
And I tell you, all the TV I've been watching with like the NFL Live and stuff.
Yeah.
When you see the people I know we travel well, but man, do we have a lot of green out there in Arizona right now. I mean, we got a lot of green.
We got a huge show today. Woo. Yesterday we were giving away we gave away 3 it's a Philly thing and NFC championship shirts. We're going to continue that today. We have 3 more to give away. Joe and Jerry picked up theirs. I met them yesterday after the show.
Nice.
Great guys. But how about this Jerry? Jerry wins the shirt, right? And he says, I'll come down to the studio, meet you. I'll give you, but I have something to give you. You know what he gives me? He gives me, and I'm going to show it on the StreamYard on the YouTube channel.
Nice.
It's an Eagles, white Eagles hat with the old Eagles green, the Kelly green, with the old bird, and it's got 2. It has 2 signatures.
What's the date? I see it. There's a date on one.
1998.
Was it Jerome
Brand and Keith Jackson.
Nice.
Really nice right there.
That hat's worth something.
I was going to say, I said, Jerry, that hat's worth something, man. So, Jerry, thank you so much for that. I'm going to wear it during the game. It's going to be a good luck charm.
Good.
Carlin, I mean, what do you make of this whole week? I mean, as far as you think the guys,
I've been getting more confident every day, to be honest with you. And how have I been this year? This year I've been saying
wait and see, right?
I've been wait and see, or I used 53 versus 53. I'll take mine. But there were some weeks I'd say I'm a little. This could be a sweater. You're going to sweat this one out. We're going to win. I've never been more confident than this. In my mind, I'm so glad we're playing the Chiefs and not Cincinnati, to be honest with you.
So listening to all the prognosticators, all the analysts, everything, you're convinced that this game the Eagles are going to win in convincing fashion. Is that what you're saying to me?
I think we're going to be watching this game and we're going to know the whole game from start to finish that we're get ready for a parade.
That's it.
I don't think it's a blowout. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I'll give you my score at the end. But it's going to be a game where you're watching, saying, "Hey, we can start making plans for Thursday. Like we're going to win this game."
Now, you mentioned the Bengals, Mike. If I can just make you expound upon that, explain to me what, for you, in your eyes, is the difference between how the Eagles match up with Kansas City versus Cincinnati.
I think when I was watching Kansas City and Cincinnati play, that last quarter when I saw Mahomes hobbling all over the field, I kept saying to myself, please try to squeak this win out. because I'd rather play a Mahomes at not 100% than a Cincinnati team that is at 100%. I think Cincinnati's defense, their weapons that they have on offense, I think the quarterback, I just think that they were a better team, and they just didn't win that game against Kansas City. And I kept saying Kansas City doesn't have wide receivers.
Well, you remember that on sportsmanlike conduct play at the end against the Bengals, that killed them.
That changes the field goal about 20 yards.
But just get back to you, Josh. I just thought Cincinnati was a better team that just ended up losing that game, kind of thing. And I was glad when it ended. I looked at friends of mine. I was like, hey, I'm glad we're playing Kansas City.
So off of that, Billy, if I can flip it over back to you.
Sure.
For you then, because you just mentioned the whole week building up.
Yes.
Has there been something said or you've heard or is there something that stands out to you more than something else for this game today?
The thing that stands out for me is the fact that Patrick Mahomes is, when I wrote my article, he's magician-like, 97.3 ESPN.com. He's magician-like. He has a way some quarterbacks just win, and he's one of those guys that just wins. And I'm worried about that. The secondary, the Chiefs are like 18th against the pass, and they've got two rookie cornerbacks, right? So if there's one place that we can exploit, that is our receivers. I mean, they've been susceptible to the deep ball. So that's the only thing. But what concerns me more is the play of their big guy, their two big guys, Chris Jones and Frank Clark. I mean, if they have monster games, but this game's going to be. I said it yesterday. I'm going to say it again. This game's going to be one up front. Our offensive line
is better.
Our defensive line is better.
It's
going to come down to that.
I agree.
Does it concern you at all that half the season the Eagles got off the bus slow? Because we were
for this question. For this game, it's a great question, but I don't think for this game they're going to get all slow.
But what makes you confident about that?
I think they feel extremely confident. They're just not explaining. The media is not promoting it, but I think in that locker room, I think the Eagles know that we're a better team than these guys, and we're going to go out and show it. Right. And I think they have the leadership, guys that played on the Super Bowl, 5 years ago. They're saying to the young guys.
I was going to say the Chiefs, they were in Super Bowl 55 and now they're in Super Bowl 57.
Yeah. So do they have more experience?
Yeah. I would say
they definitely have more experience.
So that would be, I guess, what worries me. Experience is a lot. I mean, that's
absolutely.
If you have that type of experience, been down that walk, and you know what to expect, because we were talking yesterday with Brad Quast in the studio talking about trying to keep things normal and keep things don't do anything outside
on
your
schedule.
But it's not. It's the Super Bowl. Nothing's the same.
Well, when you talk to Brad or other players, Dave, they all say the same thing. We get up on game day at the same time. They have a ritual that they do every game. Well, guess what? This halftime's not 20 minutes long.
Right.
The third quarter is going to be key to this game. Who's going to be able to handle the 45-minute halftime.
And it's funny you said that, because just a little insight. So I heard an interview with John DeFilippo earlier this week, the Eagles quarterback coach in 2017, on the Inside the Birds podcast. And he said that the Eagles practiced the halftime. They literally practiced, okay, now that we're done our walkthrough for the game, now we're going to have an extended halftime. So,
well, Sirianni purposely took the longer breaks during practice.
That's correct.
He was quoted as saying that he's, trying to do
practice. He's trying to replicate what happened, because it's not just a halftime. One of the things that I remember, I've heard a lot, because I've had to listen to a lot of players talk this week, for better or for worse. And one of the things everyone who played in the big game has said, that it's not just the halftime that's longer. Everything is longer. Right.
Let's set up what we got. A great show today. We're going to be giving away. We're going to be giving away. We have 3 more T-shirt packages to give away. We have one more It's a Philly Thing shirt to give away, and 2 more NFC 2023 Conference Champion Eagle shirts, courtesy of Lenigan Plumbing and Heating. We're also going to be met Bill Elliott from the Hero Foundation. Great guy. Of course, everybody's going to be partying tonight. He wants to remind people to stay under control. Don't drink and drive. Get a designated driver. Yep. A designated driver, the Hero Foundation. So Bill Elliott threw in shirts. So you're going to win 2 shirts, a magnet. You're going to text in today at 609-403-0973. Who is your favorite Eagle and why today?
And we need the why.
Yeah.
The why is
The
why.
why, that's how we're going to pick.
The
How's it
why
stand
is going to
out?
be how you can win the prize. So when you text in at 609-403-0973 and we ask so-and-so, like, Billy, tell me who your favorite Eagle is and why.
Bill Bergey,
Why?
because he was just the epitome of Eagles football. Bergey. I don't know. Nasty.
Now, that's not the greatest explanation, but
For Billy.
Well, what do you mean? What's wrong? He reminds. He's a throw. He was a old
like the
like
Dick Buckus.
Dick
When I
Buckus
think
is-
of Dick
yeah.
Buckus, same thing.
Bill
that's better.
Bergey.
Come on, you guys got to throw Dick Buckus
All right,
in there. You gotta
so-
give me a little more.
So you're going to tell us who your favorite Eagle is of all time. Tell us why. Don't forget to include your name and your phone number, because after the show, I'm going to call you if you want these shirts for the game tonight. I'll hang around here at the studio till like 1 o'clock, or maybe I can meet you. 609-403-0973. We have not only that to give away, but also Dave Lavari. Lavari's has a Super Bowl tailgate party today. $2.50 domestic drafts, $5 well drinks, $1 wings. And they have a tailgate buffet that starts that's $14.99 from 1 to 8. So get down to Lavari's. So also stipulate if you want the bottle or the shirts. You have to go down there to Lavari's to pick up the bottle of Pinot Noir. Now it's a collector's edition. It's a throwback. It says the Philly Special.
Oh, nice.
And it has
Very
the
nice.
play on it. And if you go to the website at 973ESPN.com, look up the article I wrote, you can see the picture of the bottle. You got to go down to Lavari's to claim it.
Who's our guest today, Billy?
We got a great lineup.
Tell
today.
us.
Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. Chuck Thompson from yesterday's. Dave Klemic, former Kansas City Chief and our own good guy we have on the show from time to time. Dave Klemic at 11. Mark Grimes at 11:15. And finally, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley.
Bring us to an end.
It's rapid fire today, Carlin.
Let's go. Be ready.
All right, I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Well, this is it. This is Super Bowl Sunday. If you want to get your Eagles game day meal discounted, get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the locker room. Get down to Blitz's at 21st and Asbury Avenue. It's the last time to get your game day meal for $5 when you mention the locker room. Go to Blitz's now as online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com, or give them a call at 609-399-9983. And I do want to tell you, get down to Lavari's. They're having a tailgate party down there today. Lavari's Seafood Bar and Grill is located at Route 50 and Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg, 8 minutes over the Ocean City's 34th Street Bridge. It's an old school bar, 18s, big screen TVs, daily specials, open every day at 11 a.m. They're celebrating 15 years in business. Thursday night is wing night, and so is tonight. It's $1 wings, $2.50 domestic drafts, live music every Friday nights. Book a private party, 609-628-2225. Tell Dave I said hi. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and Mike Carlin on 97.3 ESPN.
Later today, the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles square off in Super Bowl XVII. Hi, this is Scott Graham. Join me and the rest of our Westwood One crew from Arizona for all the action. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are hoping to win a second title in 4 seasons for Kansas City. But the Philly faithful are hoping this one can be as special as their last Super Bowl 5 years ago. If it's Super Bowl XVII, it's right here.
This is where you can listen to Super Bowl 57, 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza, there's one right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every small business owner knows business can happen anytime, anywhere. The office, the warehouse, or on the road. And no matter where it takes you, there's one solution to help your business thrive. Comcast Business Complete Connectivity. It's the largest, fastest, reliable network with advanced gig speed Wi-Fi and cyber threat protection in one solution. Get started with internet for just $49 a month. Plus, add Comcast Business Mobile and you can save up to 60% a year on your wireless bill. And ask how to get up to $1,000 in prepaid cards.
Flight 291 is now boarding.
Yep, you're going places. And when you get there, be ready to do business. The complete connectivity solution from the company that powers more small businesses than any other provider. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. New 50 megabits per second internet. Customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After 12 months, regular rates apply. Gig internet required for gig Wi-Fi. Mobile savings compares pricing of top 3 carriers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Now, you know, Carlin, this whole area is a buzz, and when the Eagles win, it's good for business, right?
You know it.
I mean, I walk into the Wawa, people are all eagled up, the toll takers on the expressway, everywhere you go, everybody's eagled up.
Just think of all the restaurants and bars today.
Right?
Gonna be
But
packed.
not so much as our first guest today, because we were there all season long for our live remotes at yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmore. We had a blast. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome the general manager of yesterday's, Chuck Thompson. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, boys. Merry Christmas.
It does feel like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You should have a green Christmas tree with Eagles balls all over it.
Guys, it's just so exciting. We can't wait. I don't even know how to describe the feeling right now.
Chuck, we had so much fun down there, especially once the game started. The atmosphere was second to none. I mean, singing the fight song after touchdowns every night. It was like everybody at the bar was standing up, screaming and singing the song. It was
from
a lot
September to now.
man.
I can tell you, legally, I think I've met at least 3 or 4 couples that now are friends of mine that I would have never met if it wasn't for yesterday's.
That was a great job, Chuck.
That's good stuff, guys. Like we said, it's where locals hang out year round, but it's also the best spot in the area to watch a game.
All right, Chuck, this is a big game. We want to get your prediction. We're going to be doing rapid fire. We got a big guest list today. Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. He's going to call in and give his keys to the game. Of course, we'll talk with Dave Klemic, former Kansas City Chief. Mark Grimes is out in Arizona. He's going to give us a report. And, of course, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. But you're going to kick it off, Chuck. Tell us what your prediction is and why.
Boys, we're going to go 27-17, and it's going to be a nail-biter, though. Late defensive touchdown. I think Darius Slay returns a pick 6 to seal the deal and bring the parade back to Broad Street.
And Chuck, real quick, tell us about yesterday's today. What are people looking for when they walk in? Looking forward to.
Not even Billy Schweim could get a table at yesterday's. That's how packed up we are, but we will have plenty of room. Both the the inside and the deck bar are open, and we're taking wing orders right up till kickoff. We have a great day planned. DJ starts at 4:30, and it's going to be an absolute party.
Do we have our regular bartenders today? We have our Sunday bartenders, Sean
we
and
sure
all that.
do. Eddie and Sean are there now. Then the rest of the crew comes in at 5, and we'll rock all the way through the victory.
Make sure that Eddie B's wearing an Eagles shirt, will you?
I just checked the camera. Eddie B's all eagled up.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
All right, Chuck. So you got the Eagles going 27-17. Darius Slay with a big pick 6. And I like it. Carlin, that's
where I'm going to be today.
Right.
I'll be down there, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck, how many wings will you guys go through?
I would anticipate 1,500 to 2,000 wings and a whole lot of Miller Lite.
All right, Chuck, as always, we really pray. Listen, we had a blast down there this year and look to do some more things with you, but let's go Birds.
Hey, go Birds, fly, Eagles, fly, and we'll be partying on Broad Street on Thursday.
All right, there he is, Chuck Thompson on the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline. All right, I want to remind people we're giving away 3 T-shirts. Actually, we're giving away. We're giving them 3 prizes away. One is the it's a Philly thing T-shirt and a 2023 NFC Champion T-shirt, courtesy of Lenigan Plumbing and Heating. Also, Dave Lavari at Lavari's bar, seafood bar and grill. They're having a tailgate party down there. $2.50 domestic drafts, $5 well drinks, $1 wings, and they have a tailgate buffet for $14.99. It's from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. But also 609-403-0973 is the text board number to win the shirt or the bottle of wine, the collector's edition.
I like that wine.
Yeah, you want some of the for early entries here?
Yes, absolutely.
So we first got Tara. She texted in and said Jalen Hurts, because not only is he great, but he's smooth as freshly raked ice skating rink.
Wow.
Detail.
That is detail. We love that. You got another one?
Yeah, an anonymous texter, because folks, you gotta
How
put your name on the
How
text.
am I going to give how am I going to meet you?
But we're still going to read the text. It says, my favorite Eagle of all time is Brian Dawkins. He was and is one of those heart and soul of the team. And my second favorite is Jason Kelce. He carries the mantle now. The B-Dog created a generation before. By the way, Mike, apparently for Billy, it's more important for him to meet the people than to give them the prize.
Right.
Well, I like to
He gets
meet
a
our
picture. Get a picture out of
I
it.
like to meet our listeners. I mean, it was really cool meeting Joe and Jerry yesterday. 609-403-0973. If you want to be eligible to win our prizes today, the shirts, you got to make sure you put your name and your phone number.
We also got Paul from Ocean City. Paul says, my favorite Eagle is Wes Hopkins. No one went across the middle without thinking about where he was as much as Hopkins.
Get your head
He
to
was
it.
right.
He says he was a key ingredient of the Buddy Ryan defense.
I remember Wes
I
like
remember
yesterday, man. He was
He took your head off. You came right in the middle.
Andre Waters, was it Dirty Waters? Wasn't he a part of that
He
secondary
was, yeah.
too? Oh my God.
Let's just squeeze in one more before we hit the break here. Andrew in Summers Point says Reggie White, because I am a Christian and he was the minister of defense.
There you go. That's a really good one too.
Very nice.
609-403-0973. We're giving away Eagles. It's a Philly thing and the NFC Championship shirt. Plus the Elliott, the Hero Foundation's kicking in a shirt, the Hero Foundation and a magnet
everything.
for the car. So it's a great prize package. Courtesy of Lenigan Plumbing and Heating and the Hero Foundation. All right, 609-403-0973. Who's your favorite Eagle? Tell us why. Make sure you include your name and your phone number so I can contact you after the show and give you your shirt so you're all eagled up for today. All right, ready to go, Carlin?
I'm so ready.
All right.
So ready.
Because after this break, we're going to be rapid
We're
fire.
going.
All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the Mainline, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli mid-size sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy being called a Maserati. Maserati, the Mainline, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the Mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey later today on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app with Tim Saunders and Steve Coates calling all the play-by-play action.
He's in the right circle. He scores! On the power play.
It's Flyers Kraken. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey on the radio home of the Flyers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Hey, what's with the red, white, and blue tux?
I'm Uncle Sam.
Oh, that explains the hat.
Yes, people seem to love the hat.
So, what brings you to Springfield, Sam? Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City.
Taxes, madam. I want you
to put my tax refund in the bank.
Oh, you're not spending it on a car?
Oh, I'm getting a new car. But all you need is a dime. One dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
A dime? What a novel idea.
8 is a brand new Mitsubishis from 17.5.
17.5 for a new car?
Yeah, and you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty with as low as 2.9% financing.
2.9%?
Plus, if you bring home $350 a week, you can get up to $25,000 in credit.
Okay, I want you to put one dime down.
At the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models. Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Can I have my hat back?
New 23 Mirage, 17.5, dime down, $277 a month for 75 months at 5.55% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. It's countdown to Super Bowl 57. What kickoff is 6:30 tonight?
6:30.
6:30. Now, all week long, Radio Row is the place to be, and our next guest, who we talked to all season long for his keys to the game. Let's go to the Scott Grayson Keys to the Game, is sponsored by Van Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom Gnite pools for over 40 years. Give them a call, 1-800-355-POOL, or visit vanbrillpools.com. Stay cool in a Van Brill Pool. Ask for Mike Van Brill and tell him the locker room sent you. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, guys. Kind of a big day, huh?
Big day. And you know what, Scott? It's almost like surreal. We're in uncharted territory here. I mean, I don't know how to act. We're what, 2 Super Bowls in 5 years, and it took us how many years to get to win our first?
Yeah, and this one really does feel different, though, in the sense that you went into the one against the Patriots like, David taking on Goliath. And here, I mean, you're the team that's favored. You've got the better roster, right? And it's like you're sitting here kind of, is this for real? And yeah, it really is. So it's crazy.
How was the atmosphere out there when you were out there all this week? I mean, from TV, it looks like there was a lot of green.
Yeah, when we first got there Tuesday night, it was still kind of calm in the city. By the time we left, the city had exploded in population. And really, you did see a lot of Eagles fans. I'm telling you, I don't know if they all have tickets to the game, but man, there is a great Philly presence out there for sure.
Scott, I caught you a little bit on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill throughout the week, and you had your finger right on the pulse. You got a chance to go to practice, interview the players. What is the atmosphere? And Sirianni said he wanted to keep things as normal as possible, but yet also take longer breaks and try to you script the practices around what they anticipate the game will be like. What was your sense of the atmosphere within the players that you talked to?
Yeah, that was one of the things I was most interested to see, because when I went out and covered Super Bowl 52, that was one of the things I needed to see. How were they handling the moment? How were they handling the distractions? How were they handling all the media availability, which they're not used to doing as much in 1 week, a span of a week? To me, this team handled it very similarly to the way that the team did out in Minneapolis. They seem to be loose, yet focused and grasping the moment. These guys, frankly, the last time we spent with them on Thursday, that was their last availability. Man, these guys want to play the game right now. They want to play. They wanted to play then. I'm sure they wanted to play Friday and Saturday. They want to play right now. So this team's ready. They're ready to go out there and play, I think, a really good game, and we'll see how it plays out. But they both handle, as far as the spotlight, Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts, 2 guys who weren't used to that, haven't been through it before. Very impressed with the way that they carried themselves by the end of the week. And I think I don't think this moment's too big for them. I don't.
Scott, so if I had throw this at you, at the end of this game, do you think this is going to be a game that we talk about that the offense won this game for us, or the defense?
Leading up to it, I really feel like this is the offense is going to have to play well for them to win, right? I mean, obviously they have to move the ball. They've got to score the points, but to me, I think the defense is going to set the tone in this game. I really do. I think that's a great question on your part, Mike. I just look at this pass rush against this Chiefs offensive line. These quarterbacks that the Eagles have played have known that they've got a good pass rush, yet they're still not getting rid of the ball fast enough. And I think that is going to be a point of emphasis for Andy Reid in this game, is to get the ball out of Mahomes' hands very quickly. So we're talking a lot of short routes early in this game, a lot of, screen passes to running backs, things like that are going to be things I look at to try to frustrate this pass rush. But ultimately, especially with Mahomes, not being 100% with his mobility on that high ankle sprain, I think the Eagles defense and the defensive line are going to be what helps start setting the tone in this one and potentially be, the reason they win the game.
And of course, the Eagles' sack pressure rate was 33.4%, the best in the league. So they know how to get after the quarterback with the front four. The last time the Eagles were favored in a Super Bowl was Super Bowl XV way back in 1980. Dick Vermeil's squad. You like being the chased or the chaser? What do you like?
It's as much as they are favored here, it's crazy though, right? Because when you listen to people around the country or the so-called experts, and I saw Chris Sims milling around Radio Row. Oh. That's a guy I had to resist wanting to go up and tell him what I thought of him. But as much as they are the favorite, it feels like nationally, maybe the favorites, they're definitely not liked. right?
Yeah, I
The
get that
city
sense. Don't you get that
not
sense,
like.
Mike?
It's so to my it feels as though they're against you still. It is the way the vibe I guess I kind of got. But talking to former players, talking to former the experts out there, they recognize this team is more talented top to bottom. And I think that's going in. It's definitely different. I like that. I like feeling more confident in the depth on this team. And frankly, you got to be impressed with the health, right? They got here. They've got all 22 starters. They're all going. And that's a big advantage, in my opinion, as well. Now, the Chiefs are also healthy. They're all playing. Granted, they're dealing with their own injuries. There are certain little things as well. At this point in the season, they all have them. But I do like going in as kind of the favorite. I think it's better to be that way. You go in knowing you're the hunted. But this team I think they're ready to play, whether they're hunted or not, liked or not. We're from Philly. You don't like us. We don't care. Right?
I love it.
That's the way they're going out there.
We're talking with Scott Grayson, Fox 20 News sports anchor. Scott Grayson with his keys to the game. We've had you all season long, Scott. And it's funny. One thing I remember, like throughout the season, when it was time to give our picks, everybody all season long, we all pick all 17 games. We all nobody
went against them.
Nobody went against them. And I think that if this plays out, I think the Eagles should win this game.
No, I do too. Here's the thing, though. As long as Andy Reid's over there with his, and he had 2 weeks to prepare, right? This guy is great.
He's 28-4 after a bye.
Big Red.
He's great. He's great with being able to come up and scheme things with that extra week to prepare. So for that reason, I expect this to stay close. I think it's going to, I would say this. I think this is going to feel like Super Bowl 52, right? By the end of that game, you were exhausted, right? Watching that.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a little bit like that. I don't know the Eagles are really going to go out and pull out to a big lead. At the same token, and they might stretch it to double digits at some point. I'm not saying that, but you're just going to be, as long as Mahomes and Andy Reid, Travis Kelce are all over there, you're still going to have to deal with the ability that they have to come back, to score, to be in that position to potentially, try to take the lead. And so I think it's going to be a nerve-wracking game to watch, but I do believe and expect the Eagles to play with the lead, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Well, Carlin, while we all like having that easy game to watch, there's something to be said for a nail biter and winning a nail biter. You know what I mean? That's more exciting.
You're into it from start to finish.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right. Every Sunday, it's the last one, Scott. We get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. Lay it on us, Scott. Super Bowl 57.
The key, well, let's start with, you mentioned defense before. For me, this defensive line just has to be, getting pressure. They have to make Mahomes get rid of the ball earlier than he wants to, right? And I think he's going to give you an opportunity. He's going to give you some opportunities to take that thing away. And, Slay and Bradbury and company are all chomping at the bit to do it, especially in this game. So the pass rush, to me, big key. I think they just, even if they don't get home and get the sacks per se, you got to be hitting him. That ankle, you want to try to test that very early in this game. So the pass rush is a big key to me. The other side of the thing, I think you just really have to control the line of scrimmage on offense as well. They've got to mix in a good balance of runs. And I think you're going to see Jalen Hurts with some designed runs in this game. We haven't seen it in a few weeks because of him nursing the shoulder. There's no tomorrow. So you want him to go out and at least give you some of that. While still protecting that arm, of course. And I think shots downfield are going to be open today, guys. I expect A.J. Brown to potentially have a big game downfield. They're going to take some shots. They are. They've got the mismatch and their advantage down there. So if this offensive line is giving Hurts time and he sees one-on-one coverage out there, watch out. I think he's going to hit Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown downfield. So you could see a long touchdown at some point in this game as well. So those are obviously turnovers, right? Can't lose the turnover battle. I've said that all year. This team's good enough. They don't have to win the turnover battle, but don't lose it. And if they do that, guys, I think Lombardi's coming back to Philly.
Yeah. All right. What's your score, Scotty?
I'm going 30. I've been going all week. I'm going 31-24 Eagles here. I think we're going to see some points.
That's what you said.
But I'm taking Eagles 31-24.
Brilliant minds.
Scott, all year we've been thinking the same.
I hear you.
Hey, Scott, Scott, listen, I want to take a few minutes to say thank you so much. It's been a great season. We've had a wonderful ride this year, and having you on every Sunday for the keys to the game.
Given his insight that the normal person doesn't have.
I've been told by several people that they enjoy this segment. Of course, we can catch you with Mike Gill on the Sports Bash for Grayson's Grace and also on 97.3 ESPN.com. Scott, thank you so much. And let's go Birds, and I'll be talking to you soon.
Yeah, you got it, guys. Let me throw it back at you as well. It's always been a pleasure on Sunday talking with you guys as well, getting ready for the game. So thank you.
All right, there he is, Scott Grayson. Thanks a lot, Scott. Well, let's go Birds.
You got
it. Scott Grayson on the Maserati of the Mainline Sports Hotline. You know what's funny too, Carlin? You guys, I think you said it, and I think Hugh said it. That you've seen when you see him, we see him in the video.
Yeah, I was going to joke at the end.
Right, and then you see him like
Coat
I
and
can't
tie.
tell because
Coat and
you guys
tie
said like I
29.
see. Hey, there's Grayson in a suit.
Because it's amazing when you see people on TV, you take them to another level. Right. But he's just a regular guy. He's just a regular guy.
All right, 609-403-0973. We're taking who's your favorite Eagle and why of all time. Make sure you include your name and your number and where you're from. 609-403-0973 if you want to win the shirts or the bottle of wine from Lavari's Seafood Bar and Grill. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection, professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin. And I know Ron's getting pumped up for the game. 856-988-8900. By the way, guys, I just want to send out a speedy recovery to our good friend Ken Dunnick, the Jersey publisher of the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine. Had emergency surgery last Thursday. I heard he's home and he's recuperating well. Good. So send out our well wishes. Well wishes. Okay. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball tomorrow on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the 76ers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Embiid driving. Oh, man, they forgot to guard Joel Embiid. Hey, he's good. He dunked it.
The Sixers host the Houston Rockets tomorrow. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Philadelphia 76ers basketball on your radio home of the Sixers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
At Ocean First Bank, our first thought is you. We put you first in all we do. Community banking for a century. We treat you like your family. Whatever you need, whatever you dream, let's make it a reality. Ocean First Bank, putting you first.
Start the year off with a CD rate that, well, rates. For a limited time, we're offering a 13-month term for 4.5% APY with as little as $10,000. Don't delay. Visit oceanfirst.com for complete details.
Whatever you need, whatever you dream, let's make it a reality. Oh. Ocean First Bank, putting you first.
Certain rules and restrictions apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
With GMF financing, the qualified buyers excludes Corvette. Why would anybody pay sticker or even above sticker when Bennett Chevy is selling new Chevys at GM supplier employee pricing? Think about how much you'll save at Bennett Chevy. While most other dealers are still charging MSRP and above, Bennett Chevy isn't like most dealers, selling new Chevys at GM supplier employee pricing and not a penny more. You'll enjoy a hassle-free discount along with a simpler buying experience. But that's just the beginning. You'll save even more with available 2.99% financing. 2.99%! That's unheard of in today's market. Looking for used? The good news continues. Bring us the worst clunker and get a guaranteed $8,500 towards any pre-owned in stock. That's at least $8,500 for total junk. Imagine how much more we'll pay for a good trade. And dealing with our non-commissioned sales staff is another hassle-free, delightful experience because they're paid on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the Toms River Auto Group studio in Northfield. 609-403-0973 is the text board number. Send us who's your favorite Eagles player and why. Make sure you include your name, where you're from. I'll call you after the game if you win. We're giving away 3 shirts, and each shirt has a Eagles. It's a Philly thing.
I like the Philly thing.
Or the 2023 NFC Conference Champions. We're also.
I like the conference champion. Carlin likes it.
I like the Philly thing.
I don't think your mic's on, Josh.
It wasn't. That was mine.
He's playing it again.
Well, my priority was getting you on the air, Billy, because it's the locker room with Billy Schweim.
He's got to be able to multitask. All right, listen. 609-403-0973.
I like the conference championship shirt.
Yeah, they're both sharp, courtesy of Lenigan Plumbing and Heating. By the way, Lenigan, he texted in. Tom Jackson texted. Everybody's texting. Everybody's pumped.
Excited.
Oh, can I just say real quick about Lenigan? Okay. So right now, I know this has been impromptu. I didn't tell Billy about this. So Lenigan is up for Best of the Jersey Shore nomination for plumbing and heating. So please, everybody, go vote for Lenigan. Great people. They do great work. Give them a Billy sponsor here. Go support them by voting for them for Best of the Shore.
And Lenigan, by the way, if you guys don't know if you remember, but at the beginning of the season when we had people calling in with their predictions for what the record would be, he had 14-3.
Oh, he had the highest win total of anybody.
He had 14.
We laughed
at him. What are you talking about? All right, his prediction, the Eagles 35, Kansas City 13.
Ooh, that's aggressive.
He's been right on. And then listen, also Dave Lavari Seafood Bar and Grill. They're having a tailgate party down there today. $2.50 domestic drafts, $5 well drinks, $1 wings, and they have the tailgate buffet.
And can I say
$14.99 from 1 to 8 plus?
Yeah,
we're going to be giving a bottle of wine to a lucky listener. Say if you want the bottle of wine, we'll send you down there to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm jealous of that. I want that bottle.
It's a collector's edition. It's a bottle of Pinot Noir. With the Eagles logo and the Philly special.
Yeah.
By the way, I got to meet Lavari a couple of weeks ago. And Dave and I were chatting it up. I had to text Billy afterward because Dave was telling me some stories about Billy and Bobby in Ocean City.
I heard him too.
From when they were kids. And that Lavari's a funny guy. I like that Lavari.
All right, Josh. 609-403-0973 is the text board message. You have a few more texts to read.
Oh, I have lots of texts to read here. So we'll start with Anthony in Millville. Okay. He says, my favorite Eagle is Brent Selleck. I met him his rookie year for autographs. My daughter was 3. My son was 1. During the time, my daughter was overwhelmed with the press pictures. Selleck shielded her from the pictures till she calmed down, then took pictures with her, and she made the local paper. That's from Anthony in Millville.
That's nice. Good story. 609-403-0973.
Joey D. in Ventnor says, good morning, guys. I wish everyone could have had the intensity and the will not to lose that my favorite player, Seth Joyner, brought to the table week in and week out. Plus, he was a pretty damn good linebacker. Go Birds. I got Eagles by 10, Joey D. in Ventnor.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Good score.
These shirts are nice. Everybody's wearing it. It's a Philly thing. Conference champions. Courtesy of Lenigan.
Did you see the ones that say about the grease poles?
Yeah, no, I didn't see that one.
Oh, that's a funny one, too.
Oh, the better story is, Travis Kelce was saying on the Kelce's podcast last week, he didn't want any way to do anything to the Rocky statue. Well, a Chiefs fan showed up and put Chiefs memorabilia and then flexed in front of the statue, and Travis is not happy.
How about this? Did you guys see somebody posted on Twitter Howie Roseman's school picture, his yearbook picture?
No.
Did you see this?
Jesus, no.
Look on the stream yard. I'm holding it up. I don't know if you can see that.
I think the only school picture that's worse than that is mine. My senior picture is garbage. That's even better than mine, at least.
And also, Patrick Mahomes wrote an article way back in, what was it, Super Bowl 39?
Yeah.
He wrote an article, and he said the Eagles were the team to beat.
Let's get it back to the Eagles. 609-403-0973 is the text board. We're asking you to text in who your favorite player is and why for your chance to win the T-shirts, the bottle of wine, the whole shebang.
And I will call our winners after the show.
Yes.
And I'll try to rendezvous with you so you can get the shirt for tonight's game.
So please answer the phone when Billy calls, because he'll be very disappointed.
Let me just say this also. Yesterday, Ray won, and he hasn't been answering his phone. So,
Come on, Ray.
Ray, if you don't call in,
so it's going to go to somebody else.
It's going to go to somebody else. But you did win yesterday. But you got to pick it up.
All right, Jim in EHT says Reggie White was my favorite Eagle. He was a man of great renown, and he was humble. He would also humble any offensive lineman.
Yeah.
That's from Jim in EHT. Also, we got a message from Monica. Monica chimes in and says, my favorite Eagles player is Fletcher Cox, because when he used to go to the games with my dad when I was younger, his favorite player was Fletcher, and I always looked up to my dad, so Fletcher became my favorite too. I even got a jersey signed by Fletcher. That's from Monica.
All right, so we're getting some great responses today. 609-403-0973. You get an Eagles shirt, whether it's the a Philly thing or the conference champion. Plus, the Hero Foundation has donated the a nice blue shirt and a magnet, car magnet, from Bill Elliott and the Hero Foundation.
Let's squeeze in a couple more texts in here at 609-403-0973. Rob in Millville says, my favorite Eagle is Ron Jaworski. He is still such a huge part of the Eagles and supports many charities in the area. He always represents the organization so well. I've met him a couple times, and he was so happy to meet fans and take pictures with them. That's from Rob in Millville.
So let me get this out real quick, Carlin. Patrick Mahomes, we know what he's capable of doing.
Yep.
But he went to what? Texas Tech?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts went to Alabama and Oklahoma. So, if you think about this, Jalen Hurts, while we were skeptical of his ability, if he could be this kind of guy, the leader that he's turned into, he's a blue chip pedigree player. He's played in big time. He played national championship games. The moment's not too big for him.
Just go back to the beginning of this year. We were questioning.
Because you're an Alabama guy now.
Oh, yeah.
If I give you the voice of reason here, okay, first of all, aside from the whole banter between Billy and Carlin, the narrative, though, is flawed, because there have been tons of players who have been great in the NFL who did not go to big schools, and there have been plenty of players like, Ken Dorsey at the U, AJ McCarron at Alabama, won national championships. The bigger problem with the Hurts Mahomes thing is that and I talked to multiple people about this recent weeks. It's an amazing example how talent evaluation, as we know it, is failing. Because Patrick Mahomes was not the first quarterback taken in his draft.
No, he wasn't.
He had horrible mechanics in college.
Neither was Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's a completely different story. We're talking about Mahomes and Hurts.
Right.
Come on, Billy. Stay on the railroad tracks.
You don't have to get off of this big dissertation. It's just basically, I was just trying to illuminate the fact that he came from a really good program, and this moment's not too big for him because he's played under this type of pressure. Yeah. As good as Mahomes is,
national championship.
That's right.
Heisman Trophy.
I understand where Josh is going with that, but I don't think it's that. It doesn't mean it doesn't. You don't need to delve that deep into it. It's just the surface type thing.
Well, I delve deep into things, Billy.
I know you do.
That's why I am what I am. And if I wasn't who I am, you'd fire me.
Let me ask you a question. Because I'm getting to the point now, and I heard a guy on TV the other day. He goes, "Man, if I'm recruiting guys from colleges, I am looking at the SEC, and I am looking at Alabama and Georgia and stuff. And let me ask you." You have a lineman coming out of South Florida, and you have a lineman coming out of Georgia.
I'm taking the Georgia.
And they're both rated 8s out of 10.
Taking the Georgia.
Of course you're taking the guy from Georgia.
I don't know. It depends on how he interviews.
How about Dickerson, our lineman? He's in a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
He's from Alabama.
Well, but he was also a second-round pick because he failed a lot of medicals. And this is where the other side of the coin is. The player's character is more important than anything. We are seeing in today's world how many scumbags there are in this world, how many guys ruin locker rooms. And the Eagles have done an amazing job, as you mentioned earlier about Howie Roseman, Billy. Howie's done an amazing job at drafting people of character. And if he didn't draft these guys of character, and how many guys on the team are not first-round picks who are going to be making big plays in this big game?
So on Friday, I listened to Sean Payton.
Right.
Okay, they had him on. And Josh just brought up exactly what he said. He goes, we do our homework and bring in the right people.
Right.
But the very first question I ask to my staff when they leave is, can he fit in our locker room? That's all they care about. Can he fit in our locker room?
All right, hour number 1 just went flying by. This hour is going to even fly by fast. You know why? We got rapid fire. We're going to talk with former Kansas City Chief wide receiver Dave Klemic at 11. Mark Grimes from Arizona, by the way.
We got to wake him up.
He just texted in. He said 2 hours ASU guys, Grayson and Grimes. He's going to call in from the desert. And then the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. For the only reason I'm having him on is because I'm superstitious. He's been bringing it all year. You got to have him. All right, hour 1's in the books. We're just getting you ready for Super Bowl 57. The countdown is on. A whole lot more analysis. 609-403-0973 is the text board to win the shirts. Keep them coming. Keep the text coming. It's the Locker with Billy Schweim and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Later today, the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles square off in Super Bowl 57. Hi, this is Scott Graham. Join me and the rest of our Westwood One crew from Arizona for all the action. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are hoping to win a second title in 4 seasons for Kansas City. But the Philly faithful are hoping this one can be as special as their last Super Bowl 5 years ago. If it's Super Bowl 57, it's right here.
This is where you can listen to Super Bowl 57, 97.3 ESPN.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Fast just got a whole lot faster. Xfinity has the fastest internet with up to 6 gig speed. Plus, Xfinity Mobile is the fastest mobile service with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. You heard that right. Xfinity just increased internet speeds again. And Xfinity Mobile gives you can't catch me speeds. The fastest internet, the fastest mobile service, and major savings? Can't argue with the facts. Now through March 21st, new customers can get started with 400 megabit internet for just $35 a month for 2 years with unlimited data included. Plus, there's no annual contract required, so it's risk-free. And save even more when you add Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com/faster, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in New Jersey, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at BofA.com/New Jersey. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
The new year is here. Time for a change. Start a recession-resistant new career in the high-demand IT field with My Computer Career. In just months, already in IT? Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers nationwide are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus, and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill. Make this your year. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu.
Hey, what's with the red, white, and blue tux?
I'm Uncle Sam.
Oh, that explains the hat.
Yes, people seem to love that.
So, what brings you to Springfield, Sam? Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City.
Taxes, madam. I want you
to put my tax refund in the bank.
Oh, you're not spending it on a car?
Oh, I'm getting a new car. But all you need is a dime. One dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
A dime? What a novel idea.
Ake is a brand new Mitsubishi's from 17.5.
17.5 for a new car?
Yeah, and you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty with as low as 2.9% financing.
2.9%?
Plus, if you bring home $350 a week, you can get up to $25,000 in credit.
Okay, I want you to put one dime down.
At the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models. Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Can I have my hat back?
New 23 Mirage, 17.5, dime down, $277 a month for 75 months at 5.55% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
Sports is what we do.
You're in your car, you're in your house, you're wherever you are. You're a sports fan.
97.3 ESPN.
Because if you weren't a sports fan, you wouldn't be listening.
WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A town square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Set, ready, 3.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach. And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
My Eagles fly on the road to victory. My Eagles fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. My Eagles fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
All right, welcome back into the locker room as we broadcast live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning producing the show today. The intern Andrew Leeds and Carlin. You getting pumped up? You ready to go, baby?
I am.
What's your plans for Super Bowl?
You ready for this one? You're gonna love this one. I'm getting done this show. I'm gonna go get a cheesesteak from Rendazzo's.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going home. I'm gonna eat it. Josh, you ready? I'm going to take about a 3-hour nap. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to take a nice shower. I'm going to make myself a drink. And then I'm going to head over to yesterday's.
Nice.
I'll stay there till halftime. Then I'm probably going to go to Harry's house to finish the game. Harry Van he's having a party.
But he knows his role, right?
Harry he knows his role. He knows what to have ready for me.
All right. So we had Hank Fraley on yesterday, former Eagles center. He played Super Bowl 39. We talked with Tom McMenamin from out at the desert. We're going to talk with Mark Grimes later on, the fantasy football guru. But right now, we have a former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, our very own Dave Klemic. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in our good friend, Dave Klemic. Good morning, Dave.
What's up, my boy?
Dave, you're in a very peculiar spot. What should you do? Where do your loyalties lie, Dave? That's what we want to know.
All right. This is a great question.
Where the money comes from.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, right, I played for the Chiefs, right? I played for the Chiefs, but I've been a homer and a lifelong Eagles fan since I was born, right? Okay. So guess what I had to do to figure this out? I went to church I'm listening to church, right? We had to listen to church today, but I had to go do some real soul searching. And I kind of go back to where my loyalties lie, kind of like who would I want to be sitting next to on the couch watching this game with my papa? My papa was the biggest Eagles fan. He used to call it he's the Philadelphia Eagles, IGGLES.
Yeah, Eagles, yeah.
And I think back deep into my roots, and I look at what Coach Vermeil was a Super Bowl winner with the Rams. He coached the Chiefs, but he got inducted as an Eagle. So if I had to be inducted as a fan of a team, I'm going with my hometown Philadelphia Eagles. So that's where my loyalty is.
All right. How can it be any other way, Dave Klemic? Now, Dave, you're a good guy. We enjoyed having you on set for our live remotes. You're a wealth of knowledge when it comes to injuries and your business. That's what you do. You teach, you instruct kids on how to be physically fit and use their bodies. Know how to use their bodies in sport.
Correct. So I know a little bit about this injury. I know what everyone wants to talk about. Now, normally this is a high ankle sprain that we're talking about with Patrick Mahomes, and will it be an effect on the game today? And I do think that it will. It has been an effect in the game in like the previous ones against the Bengals. that high ankle sprain is normally like a 6-week to a 6-month recovery. So that means he's going to be wearing like a kind of a crazy looking boot, Patrick Mahomes, and he won't be able to really push off the back leg as hard. That means like he hasn't made any progress. It's not going to make a lot of progress in like 2 weeks. So that's a longer recovery. But I mean, Patrick Mahomes is so creative that he can do things that without throwing off his back foot, but it's going to affect the long ball. So that's my biggest thing, is that if he's able to create, he's going to have to be, we're going to have to take away some creativity. So you have to blitz Mahomes from like at the outside to make him run and where he can't be creative. He just has to throw the ball out of bounds. But that's why we have Hassan Reddick. I mean, I think this is a bad matchup for anybody. The Eagles are primed to win the Super Bowl right now with the way their defense plays. And there's just a lot to handle. And he even spoke to Coach Vermeil about this. And I asked for his 2 cents on it so I could have something to talk about on the radio this week. And he basically said the Eagles are so talented. And again, this could come down to officiating. It's going to be that close of a game. So whatever, and maybe some of the big players making big plays in the game, but it actually could come down to officiating because Patrick Mahomes is so good. Although the Eagles win at every position besides tight end and basically coaching experience. The Eagles are basically a better matchup in this situation.
We're talking with former Kansas City Chief wide receiver Dave Klemic. Of course, you went to Mainland. You were a star at Mainland football. But Dave, were there degrees of the high ankle sprain? Like if he has a grade 1, a grade 2, like 5 being the worst. I mean, because you see him, right, Carlin? You've seen him out of practice. He doesn't seem to be affected by this. He only missed 1/4 of a game.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You answer.
So I do think it's in effect. I mean, I know the injury. I've seen football players play with it within weeks. I'm not saying he can't play with it, but like if he was a receiver, he couldn't play with this. If he's a lineman, he can't play with this. But because he's a quarterback, he can kind of sit back in the pocket and play with it. It is going to bother him, and he's going to affect the long throw. So like you're not going to see him picking up a lot of first downs running if he has to. Whereas you'll see Jalen Hurts in this game running people over on third downs if he needs a pickup. This is going to be, he's going to have to throw the ball. He's not going to run at all, which means it makes it more predictable for the Eagles defense. Yeah, I just think there's a couple things that are going to factor into that won't be like, oh yeah, he's going to be able to play, but it is going to affect aspects that make them more predictable. So.
Yeah, I think you're going to see it in the very beginning. He's going to look like he's 100% in the first quarter. But as the game goes on and he does a little running and escapes to the outside, or he gets sacked a couple times and they roll in that, you're going to see that ankle starting to affect him. And I won't be surprised at the end of this game, he's going to look like he looked at the end of the last game where he's hobbling kind of thing.
Like you could play with what's it called, inversion deltoid sprain, where it's like, the deltoid ligament in the ankle is kind of like it's recoverable. You're back in a week or two. The high ankle sprain, actually, the tibia and the fibula can separate because so you have to squeeze it tight with something. And when you put pressure on a high ankle sprain, just putting it down on the ground hurts bad. So they're going to have to shoot him up or something like that to get him through this because it hurts. He can play, but it's going to hurt a lot. So.
We're looking at the past history between the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I don't, as a former player, I know Brad Kloss, they don't care about this. And I just want to get your opinion, Dave. Andy Reid has owned the Eagles. Andy Reid hasn't lost to the Eagles yet. Does that worry you? Like, does he have our number?
I don't know, like the players are going to care. I'll just say from the standpoint, probably Brad would say the same thing. Like the players don't care, but the fans really do. And sometimes the city does, like those things are like, it's a pressure that everybody's like they're thinking about. The players, I can guarantee you, aren't thinking about like whether Andy Reid beats you or this and that, or, as a matter of fact, a lot of times I remember being in the meetings, like prior to the games, they would talk about that a little bit. We're like, yeah, well, they beat us the last 3 out of 4 times. Like, I don't really care. We're a completely different team than we were before. We're different players. It's a different day. These people are healthy. These people aren't. The players aren't going to care at all. But so I'll give you that from that standpoint. Although you may hear about it, not going to care.
And one other thing that I want to get your opinion on, it's kind of I'm sure the players don't care about this, but it is something to note. Patrick Mahomes was named the MVP of the league, and 9 players to win the MVP award.
Last 9.
Or they're 0-9.
Have never won.
Have never won in the Super Bowl.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So that bodes well for the Birds.
Could be a little pressure on the quarterback because they give him the award the day before, the week before the Super Bowl. So it's kind of like, oh, geez, that's even more pressure on me to do my thing. But Mahomes has got ice veins. You know what I mean? He's not going to care. He probably doesn't even care about the awards. He just wants to win. You could tell, everyone loves him. But in Kansas City, especially, I talked to the equipment manager, Alan Wright, who's the same equipment manager that I had. He's actually the longest tenured NFL employee in the NFL right now. He's at 50 years, something like that. He's worked for the Chiefs since he was 18 years old. So Alan was saying how much the community loves him there and how much he's unaffected by the attention or anything. He doesn't care. He grew up his dad was a former Major League Baseball player,
right.
And he's just so used to the attention it doesn't matter.
Well, he's going to care because the Eagles are going to roll him today, baby.
Going down today.
All right, Dave, give us your prediction.
All right, so I changed my prediction because I said it was going to be 31-30 Eagles before, even though I wasn't sure where my loyalties lied. But since my loyalties, I just exposed them all over the radio. I'm going to say it's Eagles 31-28 now. So right. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of Hassan Reddick today, and we're going to see the Eagles victory. I'm pretty sure.
I love it, Dave. All right, well, listen, man, enjoy the rest of the day, and of course, let's go Birds.
Go Birds.
All right, thank you, Dave.
Tell you, a lot of people saying 31.
There's Dave Klemic on the Maserati Mainline Sports Hotline. All right, the second hour of the Locker Room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. Right now, they're accepting social memberships are now available starting at $25 a month. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston when you get there. All right, this is the last day for Blitzes. You want to discount your Eagle game day meal. Get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the Locker Room. Get down to Blitzes at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitzes now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. And, folks, let me tell you about Lavari Seafood Bar and Grill located on Route 50 and Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg, just 8 minutes over the Ocean City's 34th Street Bridge. It's an old school bar. They get 8 big screen TVs, daily specials. They're open every day at 11 a.m., celebrating 15 years in business. Thursday night is wing night, $2 wing, $2.50 domestic drafts. They have live music every Friday night. Book a private party. Give Dave a call at 609-628-2225. And, of course, Dave's giving away a bottle of wine, a collector's edition Philly special bottle of Pinot Noir. So keep your text messages coming in at 609-403-0973. This is The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey later today on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app with Tim Saunders and Steve Coates calling all the play-by-play action.
He's in the right circle. He scores! On the power play.
It's Flyers Kraken. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey on the radio home of the Flyers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Cities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Love is in the air, and right now is a great time to shop for that special someone at Sage Jewelers on Tilton Road in Northfield. Sage Jewelers has only the best GIA certified diamonds in store and is currently offering 20 to 40% off jewelry store-wide. You can even take an extra 10% off diamond engagement rings. If you're looking to get engaged to the love of your life, treat her right by finding the perfect ring and having the experts at Sage help you every step of the way. Sage Jewelers, the real jeweler, on Tilton Road in Northfield and online at sagejewelers.com.
Hey, what's with the red, white, and blue tux?
I'm Uncle Sam.
Oh, that explains the hat.
Yes, people seem to love that.
So, what brings you to Springfield, Sam? Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City.
Taxes, madam. I want you
to put my tax refund in the bank.
Oh, you're not spending it on a car?
Oh, I'm getting a new car. But all you need is a dime. One dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
A dime? What a novel idea.
Ake is a brand new Mitsubishi's from 17.5.
17.5 for a new car?
Yeah, and you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty with as low as 2.9% financing.
2.9%?
Plus, if you bring home $350 a week, you can get up to $25,000 in credit.
Okay, I want you to put one dime down.
At the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models. Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Can I have my hat back?
New 23 Mirage, 17.5, dime down, $277 a month for 75 months at 5.55% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're broadcasting live from the Tom's River Auto Group studio. Keep the text messages coming in to be eligible to win the shirts. 609-403-0973. Also a bottle of wine, a collector's edition bottle of wine, the Philly Special from Labari Seafood Bar and Grill. 609-403-0973. Who's your favorite Eagle and why? Tell us where you're from. Now, let's go rapid fire. Let's go back to the desert. Our next guest, he's been out there for a couple days.
Did he sleep last night?
He probably
it's early out there.
But he went to Arizona State, and so did Scott Grayson.
He's back home.
Get all these.
He knows where to go.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in. He's a great advertiser on the show. He's well connected, and he's always in the middle of all the big games. Let's welcome into the locker room, Mark Grimes. Good morning, my agent at the beach.
Good morning. Good morning. What's up, gentlemen? What's up, Carlin, Josh?
Hello there,
Billy?
buddy.
Tell us.
How you doing, guys?
You're Grimes. You're right in the middle of it all.
Oh, Billy, do we have a half hour? Do you have a half hour for me on the show? Oh my God!
Yeah, these shows go.
If I sound a little jittery, I'm on my fifth espresso to come up with the show. Oh my God!
How many hours sleep last night? How many hours, Mark?
We rolled in. I guess East Coast time 4 a.m. from the Maxim party, but I guess that's we rolled in.
Maxim party is a good one too. I've been to the Maxim party.
God.
It's a good one.
Grimes, you've been seeing all kind of celebrities and former players and everything.
Oh man, yeah. So it kicked off yesterday at Fanatics, and that was just over the top. I'm sure I sent you that one picture.
Yeah.
I just want to tell all the Philly fans back there. So me and Jerry Jones had a couple seconds together. We took a great pic, and he's whispering in my. Well, he goes. He says, "Where are you from?" I said, "Philly." He says, "Hey, listen, I just want to apologize to all you Philly fans. I didn't say what I said. I said, Jer, come on, I know what you said."
You called him Jer?
Yeah, I called him Jer. We ate it off. Oh my God, yo, it was great. He couldn't have been any nicer of a guy.
That's a great picture because it's Jerry Jones whispering in Grimesy's ear.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Billy, I know you're giving out T-shirts back there, right? With this Philly thing?
Yeah.
All right. I'm wearing a shirt to the Super Bowl. I think this is going to take off. And it says, it's a Billy thing. It's a Billy thing.
Don't tell him that, Mark. Please don't tell him that.
I got to get the patent.
Yeah. I'm going to put it's got your face on it.
A South Jersey Billy thing.
It's going to sell like hotcakes.
Oh my gosh, it's a Billy thing. Grimes, I can't tell you the enthusiasm we're getting, the participation, our text boards going off, and everybody. I mean, from the lady at Wawa, the toll taker, and the toll plaza. I mean, everybody's all eagled up.
Oh my God, I think this is gonna top 2017, 2018. So, and listen, the only thing that scares me about this is I've never seen Philly fans this confident in my life ever. Oh my goodness. Hey, real quick, I say that other picture of Howie Roseman. I said, Howie, I don't know how you got Hassan Reddick, but that's like getting Lawrence Taylor. This guy has just been a home wrecker. He's probably the best pick we've ever picked up in 25 years.
Grimesy, we were all critical. Everybody was critical of Howie Roseman, but boy, I'll tell you what, man, executive of the year. He's everything he's turned touched the gold this year. That's for sure.
Well, think about this. He picks Reagor over Jefferson.
Right.
He then, we got Wentz. That turns out to be a bust. I mean, how he ever recovered from those two picks, I have no idea, but he did it.
He did it.
So.
And we got to give him praise. All right, Grimesy, you've been out there. You've I don't know, have you interacted with any Eagles players? I mean, Jerry Jones and of course Howie Roseman and whatnot. But have you ever interacted with any Eagles players?
Well, last night Brian Westbrook was at the Maxim party, and obviously we see some other players from around the NFL. But it's been I'll tell you this: the interesting thing about Arizona, it's a perfect place to host the Super Bowl, but it's so spread out. I mean, you got old Scottsdale Eagles fans took that over the past 4 days. We were at Barstools on Friday night, and I did see some wounded birds on the ground. If you get my drift.
It's a Billy thing.
Oh my God. Yeah. But no, it's just been unbelievable. And then put on top of the Super Bowl, they got the PGA Waste Management out here. It's been absolutely incredible. I mean, I think they had 400,000 people there yesterday.
Hey, Grimes, you were in Minneapolis. The difference going to from a cold weather venue to where you are right now, the weather's like 75 degrees out there. Matter of fact, my brother,
dry.
Listen to this, Grimesy, my brother flew in to Phoenix. He was my brother's working right now. Flew into Phoenix. He said on final approach, he said the whole city was lit up in green.
I believe it. I'm going to estimate 80-20. 80-20. That's the fan difference out here. It might be a home game today. It might be a home game for us.
All right, Grimesy, give us your pick. We got to run.
All right, I'll make it quick. I think, and again, I know Carlin, everyone's saying 31, and Billy, you saw my pick versus San Fran 31-17. It wound up being 30. I'm going 31-24. I mean, and I hate to say it, I'm online with the Grayson and everybody else, but hey, I think it's 31-24. Hassan Reddick, AJ Brown, the two keys to this game.
All right, Grimesy. Hey, Mark, we really appreciate you. You're a great guy. Enjoy the rest of the day, and let's go Birds.
I appreciate it, guys. And, hey, go Birds.
All
go
right.
Birds.
There he is, Mark Grimes on the Maserati Mainline Sports Hotline. I'll tell you what, Grimes,
imagine be out there.
You know what he said? All the star athletes are looking for a house at the beach. They contact Mark Grimes, and they do.
Yeah.
They contact Mark Grimes. He goes to all these big games, bucket list.
I see him at Sixers games.
He's everywhere. 609-403-0973 is the text board. We got shirts to give away. 609-403-0973. Your favorite Eagle. Tell us your favorite Eagle. Why? Make sure you put where you're from.
See a couple more in here. Jake from Mullica Hill. He says, my favorite Eagle is not necessarily from what he's done on the field, but it's from seeing him on America's Got Talent and hearing his backstory. John Dorenbos.
Oh, yeah. John Dorenbos. Great. That's a good one.
Bill from Ocean City. anyone from the 60s era at Franklin Field for me. I remember freezing my rear off on the wood benches and watching Tom Brookshire, Joe Scarpetti, and Ted Dean. And I remember, the marble wall outside the stadium, good times. That's from Bill in Ocean City.
Keep them coming. 609-403-0973. After the show, I will call the people that we picked to win. I'll call them and try to meet you so you can get your shirts for the game.
I got a quick question for you, Billy. How many years you been doing this? Real quick.
On the radio?
Yeah, this show.
8. This will be my 8th year here.
Did you ever get a text from 36,000 feet up?
No, I haven't.
From someone who's listening to the show
in an airplane
on an Eagles chartered flight. You got distant vantage lights. Is texting me saying, "We're on our way. We're drinking. We're doing chants of songs." He goes, "It is a wild atmosphere," and he says the keys of the game. They're gonna get them home enough times. They may put them out.
Put them out of the game.
Yeah.
And, hey, we put out 2 49ers quarterbacks in one game. Why not? Right?
So
Let's
we'll
go,
see.
Carlin. Let's go, Carlin. Come on,
man.
baby.
I'd like to be on that plane.
That would be a great plane. But all right, the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining, experience lively atmosphere in the pub. Now, weddings, this is a great venue to have a wedding. They have a award-winning culinary banquet staff. They customize the menus. They seat up to 275 people. So for more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club at Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, radio, Ryan Ralston, Ryan Owen. They do a great job down there. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the Mainline, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan and the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the Mainline, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the Mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. When we return, we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball tomorrow on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the 76ers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Embiid driving. Oh, man, they forgot to guard Joel Embiid. Hey, he's good. He dunked it.
The Sixers host the Houston Rockets tomorrow. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Philadelphia 76ers basketball on your radio home of the Sixers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee. Those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning. Those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. The Locker Room, Billy Schweim. Mike Carlin, Josh Henning, and intern Andrew Leeds here. Hey, listen, hey, Carlin, I know our phones are getting inundated, not our personal phones, but this is fun.
Flying.
This is so much fun because you guys got a text from a guy, Vanderslice, who's 40,000 feet in the air, heading to Phoenix
on a charter flight.
Listening to our show.
Yeah.
Michael Pledge, one of my good friends, and he's a great sponsor of this show. He just texted. Michael Pledge, he said Eagles 28, Kansas City 17.
Ooh, and my friend from Connor Strong, Denise, who Klein, she came to Harris and saw us.
Yes.
She just texted in. She says, huge Eagles fan. 27-24.
All right, this is a lot of fun. I'm loving it. And now our next guest, our final guest, I had to have him on today because it completes the whole season. And he's been with us all year long. So it's the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, bricks, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website, PadulaMasonry.com. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in the guru himself, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Guru.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Well, I'm very superstitious, Guru, because you've been picking the Eagles all season long. You haven't gone against them. And I just figured, we needed to hear what you have to say. You need to enlighten us on your thoughts on how this game is going to play out.
Well, in that regards, I'm like the Eagles. I was 13-3. 14-3, So, hey, listen, all week I toyed with going to this game. Man, I must have checked StubHub and TickPicks and all these sites all week long thinking, can I pull the trigger? Do I want to do this? And here I am at home. I just want to tell you, I just got off the phone with some of our friends. I just literally was on the phone with Mr. Simpson and Mr. Thomas out there in Arizona. They say it's 75, not a cloud in the sky, and no humidity. And they're all pumped up for the game today. They can't wait. They say the hardest part is waiting the next 7 hours for kickoff.
Well, so, I just got a text.
I'm riding the Eagles today.
Hey, Brian, I just got a text message from the Thomas boys. He's out there with Scott. They're out there with Scott. He just sent me a picture with him and Doran Boss.
Yeah, they're meeting up today. So Jeff and Jimmy were just getting ready to leave the hotel a little while. Scott's still making his coffee in the hotel room, but they're going to be heading out soon. The biggest issue they're having is finding parking. They're saying parking's $150.
Oh.
And there's limited spots because all the main lots are taken up with all the TV equipment and all the sideshow stuff that goes with the Super Bowl.
All right, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, we're going to get your thoughts on this game. Scott Grayson gave us his keys to the game. Always interested in what, because you watch these guys, these players, really with a magnifying glass because of your fantasy football. So we trust and respect your opinion. How do you see this thing shaking out today?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I mean, everybody's talking about the Eagles defense, the defensive front four, the Eagles offensive line, Frank Clark and Chris Jones on the defensive side for Kansas City. I think Kansas City is going to have to run the ball today. They haven't scored a rushing touchdown in the playoffs yet, which if they don't today and somehow they're able to beat the Eagles, which I don't see happening, would be the first time any team's ever done that, not have a rushing touchdown and win the Super Bowl. But, I don't think injuries to Mahomes are going to be an issue. I think everybody's going to be playing, but I like the Eagles today. We need A.J. Brown to step up. We need him to have a big game today. He's been a little quiet here in the playoffs. Devontae Smith's kind of been the guy, and last week or 2 weeks ago, they were able to run the ball really, really well. So I think the keys to today's game is I think Hurts is going to be a lot more mobile than we've seen the last few games since the injury, and I think we're going to have to see some nice big chunk plays, A.J. Brown coming up big on some plays. And I'm taking the Eagles. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I got the Eagles -1.5, and I got the over and a little parlay action. So that's my little encouragement today, and hopefully make a little off that. But I'm going with the Eagles today, 33-30, and that'll also help me in some block pools if that happens.
33-30 to fantasy football guru Brian Hartley. Now, Guru, the Eagles have had the number 2 defense overall. The Chiefs are number 11, and they're 18th against the pass. So I believe they might be able to exploit the secondary for the Chiefs because they got 2 rookie cornerbacks out there.
Yeah, it's going to be the Eagles throwing the ball and Jalen Hurts running the ball today. Those are going to be the big things for the offense. I think Hurts comes out as the leading rusher, and I think he's going to throw the ball really well. I think all three, Smith, Goddard, and A.J. Brown, all at least have at least 50 yards and 3 or 4 catches. But I think either Brown or Smith's going to have to come up with a big game. I think it's going to be Brown today. I think they're going to rely on him big time. But I think Hurts has a big game. I think he has over 70 yards rushing, and he gets in the end zone on at least 1 rushing touchdown as well.
I like to hear that. All right, Guru, it's been a great season. I really appreciate you being with us every single Sunday throughout the season. And I guess the next time I see you is going to be in the parking lot.
No, the next time you'll see me, it'll hopefully be at the parade next week.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. What am I talking about? All right, Brian, as always, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Billy,
See you guys. Have a great day. Go Birds.
All right, go Birds.
The Texans are just keep flying in.
What do you got
we got Mark Carmer from Ocean City. He says it's Birds all the way. They've had a great year. He goes, he's looking at 34-28. Everybody's in the 30s.
Everybody's in
30,
the
34,
conventional
33.
wisdom, right?
So
all right.
High scoring.
The fantasy football guru Brian Hartley was brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, brick, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website at padulamasonry.com. I want to remind people the second hour of the Locker Room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can enjoy fine dining, experience lively atmosphere in the pub. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Somers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And friends, let me tell you about everybody has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. For where you wear their private business network they call the Legacy Club. Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events that seems fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we're gonna give our picks. We're gonna read the winners for the shirts and the bottle of wine. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Later today, the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles square off in Super Bowl XVII. Hi, this is Scott Graham. Join me and the rest of our Westwood One crew from Arizona for all the action. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are hoping to win a second title in 4 seasons for Kansas City. But the Philly faithful are hoping this one can be as special as their last Super Bowl 5 years ago. If it's Super Bowl 57, it's right here.
This is where you can listen to Super Bowl 57, 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Hey, what's with the red, white, and blue tux?
I'm Uncle Sam.
Oh, that explains the hat.
Yes, people seem to love that.
So, what brings you to Springfield, Sam? Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City.
Taxes, madam. I want you
to put my tax refund in the bank.
Oh, you're not spending it on a car?
Oh, I'm getting a new car. But all you need is a dime. One dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
A dime? What a novel idea.
8 is a brand new Mitsubishi's from 17.5.
17.5 for a new car?
Yeah, and you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty with as low as 2.9% financing.
2.9%?
Plus, if you bring home $350 a week, you can get up to $25,000 in credit.
Okay, I want you to put one dime down.
At the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models. Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Can I have my hat back?
New 23 Mirage, 17.5, dime down, $277 a month for 75 months at 5.55% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
Hi, Merrill Reese from Mike's Seafood Run Walk for Autism, Sea Isle City. The Mike's Seafood Run Walk for Autism has been promoting awareness and raising funds for special service schools and families of special needs children. Come join over 5,000 participants in the 5K race and the Family Fun Walk, followed by a huge after party. Join us in huge heated tents where they'll have great food, unbelievable door prizes, and the award ceremony. The party is not just for runners or walkers, it's for the entire family. They'll have clowns, superheroes, and face painters for the kids. For more information or to register, go to polarbearrunwalkforautism.com.
Mike's Seafood Run Walk for Autism is Saturday, February 18th at JFK and the Boardwalk in Sea Isle City. Registration is from 9:30 to 11:30. Run Walk starts at noon.
Any day you can do something for children with disabilities, it's a good day.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the studio, Tom's River Volkswagen, Tom's River Auto Goods Studio in Northfield. Carlin, man, I'm like ready for the game, man. I'm ready. I've hit a wall. I'm ready for the game.
So Carlin and Billy are both taking naps.
We're taking a
nap.
And then I'm ready.
I'm getting chicken wings.
It's
I
a happy hour Sunday.
I got a couple places I've been invited to go. We'll see.
Aren't you popular?
But here's the thing. I like to hear the commentary. I don't like to be distracted.
Well, you're going to be if you're.
Yeah, exactly. So let's
go.
First of all,
there's some breaking news, huh, Josh?
Yes, a couple news items that came out this morning.
Wait to hear this.
We would be neglectful as a sports talk show if we didn't mention the news.
I can't believe this. What?
Okay. So the one that came out the most recently, Adam Schefter and NFL Network are both reporting that the Indianapolis Colts are now making Eagles offensive coordinator Shane Steichen their number one target. They have informed their other candidates this morning that they are moving in a different direction from them, and that Steichen and the Colts, all they got to do is have an agreement after the Super Bowl is done, and he will be their next head
Well, it doesn't
coach.
surprise me. I mean, when you win a Super Bowl, you get to the Super Bowl, people come in, they pluck, they take. Look, we got 20 free agents coming up. A lot of people are going to be gone.
Now, the other story is, and we're going to announce the winner in a couple minutes here, but I want to ask you guys on the air this question. So the news became official this morning. It came out from NFL Network, something that we have been talking about throughout the year here on 97.3 ESPN. I can't speak for other stations, but I know we have. So it was confirmed that Nick Fangio is helping the Eagles with their game plan for the Super Bowl, to the point where the reason why he hasn't started his job with the Dolphins yet is because he's under an exclusive consultation contract with the Eagles. So does Vic Fangio being in the game plan for this game matter at all in how you look at this game?
I don't know, Mike. I don't even know if I like that. Why Stike is our offensive coordinator? Why would you? I mean,
no, he's helping with the defense.
No, he's helping with the defense.
Oh,
So
defense.
Fangio's a defensive coordinator.
Well,
Billy.
no, I know. I'm sorry. I mean,
I always look
again,
at it. I always look
right.
at it. Anybody you can bring.
Right.
Going back to
Right.
again in Alabama with Nick. Who does he bring onto his staff? All guys that know what they're doing.
Right.
If you can grab
Experience.
anybody, experience it. So if this guy can walk into a room and say, "Hey guys, this is how I look at it," it's definitely a plus.
Yeah, you can't hurt.
Yeah.
And by the way, he's been hanging, quote unquote, as one insider said off the record, who's in the Eagles organization, has told people Fangio's been, quote, hanging around the NovaCare Center all year long.
Wow.
So you have to wonder,
huge plus,
how much has he been a part of Gannon's success this year, having that guy in his ear?
All right. We have winners.
We have winners.
We have winners today.
Get 'em
Now
out.
listen, I'm going to
This
call
is
you.
the thing that Billy cares about more than anything else. He doesn't even care about the news.
No,
really.
I do care about the news, but we got to get our business in.
Go ahead.
We have winners, and I'm going to call these winners after the game to see if we can somehow get their shirts to them and everything, the packages to them. If not, we'll get them there some way, somehow, some way.
All right, so let's first start with, we have Jim in Ocean City. So Jim's text was, my favorite Eagle of all time is Jason Kelsey. I did the 50-mile Eagles autism bike ride with Jason, and Jason was so nice to my daughter, took a bunch of pictures with us. The following year, Jason and Gabrielle were in the program celebrating the autism challenge. Great player, too.
We had to go with that one. That's a great. And
That's a
guess
good
what?
one.
Kelsey's a good person to have
Yeah.
as your favorite Eagle. No doubt about it. Who else? Rob.
We got Rob in Millville. So Rob said Ron Jaworski earlier. He said because Ron Jaworski, Jaws, such a big part of the Eagles, supports so many charities in the area. He represents the organization so well. I've met him a couple times. He's always happy to meet fans. That's
And
from
you know
Rob
what?
in
And I'll
Millville.
second that, because every time I've asked, like I text people if they can come on to the show, Ron Jaworski gets back to me almost immediately, and he'll say, "Bill, I can't. I'm on a plane. I'm doing this.
Right.
I'm on a team." But he gets back and lets me know one way or the other. And I appreciate that.
I
Like
got
a quality guy.
I got to spend some quality time with y'all just a
Yes,
couple
you-
weeks
yes,
ago,
you did.
and let me tell you something. There's not too many people that I meet that I walk away saying, "Man, that guy's a true gentleman." I mean, that he's a first class.
Well, it's certainly not me.
Talks to everyone.
I don't talk.
But
no,
he
no,
makes
John.
time for every.
Billy doesn't even make the list.
All right, and then
the final winner of the shirts package is Jim in EHT. So Jim's text was, Reggie White is my favorite Eagle. He was a man of great renown. He was humble, but he would also humble any offensive lineman.
Yes, great pick, Jerome Brown. Definitely.
Reggie White.
Definitely a great pick. All right, I will be calling you guys after the show. We'll see if we get you the t-shirts. Also, Tara wins the bottle of wine at Lavari's.
I'm so jealous.
Tara gets the collector's edition bottle of wine. It says Philly Special on it. It's a bottle of Pinot Noir.
I was hoping I could sneak out of here with that
Listen,
bottle of wine.
now you have to go. Wait,
Let's go there at 4:00. Open the bottle of wine with Tara. Okay, we'll drink it with her.
Tara, get down there. Listen, you have to go down to Lavari's and pick it up.
Yep.
And I'll text Dave your name so he knows you're coming. Tara wins the bottle of wine, the collector's edition. So that was fun, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the predictions, because let me just review them all. Tom McMenamin called in yesterday from Arizona. He said Eagles 31-20. Brad Quast 34-17. Andrew, you said 34-27. Nick, the producer from yesterday's show, 31-24. Chuck Thompson, the general manager yesterday's, 27-17. Grayson 31-24. Tom Jackson says 34-24. Joe Lenigan says 35-13. That's a big spread. Dave Klemic, 31-28. Mark Grimes, 31-24. Michael Pileggi, 28-17. And the fantasy football guru, 33-30, which is the closest score. What say you, Carlin?
So I have three from my kids. I have Sky saying 28-17.
Oh, the famous Sky.
Famous Sky. Coles from Cincinnati is saying 33-30. This is all Eagles.
Which is also
everybody wants Eagles. And Reed from Cleveland is saying 36-24. Do you want mine?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can give you mine
absolutely.
right now.
So you got to take a little bit from both of them.
Yeah, I'm going to go with. I've been going back and forth for 3 points, but I'm going to go with 31-24. I think it comes down to two things. I think we just keep Mahomes in the pocket. Don't let him get outside where he's dangerous. I don't think he's going to last the game. I really don't. I think we're going to sack him a couple times, and he's going to be wobbling.
Is Hassan Reddick going to knock him out like he did Brock Purdy last week?
Yeah, I think he's in trouble with the. I don't think he has not seen a defense like this. Let's put it like that.
All right, Josh, what's your prediction?
I would be a hypocrite if I didn't stick with my prediction from Friday's show. Game night here on 97.3 ESPN at 6 o'clock following Mike Gill, Monday through Friday. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Listen, if this game is a blowout, if it's 10 points or more for the Eagles, I'm going to be shocked. I really am. And I think that the Chiefs are a really good team. And I don't think people realize what Andy Reid's bringing to the table. So I can't get on board with these double-digit scores. I mean, I'll be happy if it is, but I've been Eagles the whole time. I've been consistently on the Eagles because I think that, as Billy said earlier, this game is coming down to the trenches. I think this is trench warfare at its highest umpteenth power, and I think that the Eagles win on a Jake Elliott field goal, 27-24, and somewhere along the way, one of those 8D linemen who rotate in and out is going to get a strip sack on Pat Mahomes.
I love it. Every one of us have picked the Eagles.
One more really quick. Did you guys see who was promoted from the practice squad yesterday?
Yeah, the punter, right?
Nope. He was activated.
Oh, he's actually, that's right.
Greg Ward was promoted from the practice squad.
All he does is catch touchdowns.
Plus 130 for more than two players to throw a pass in the Super Bowl. Greg Ward. Does he throw a pass? The former Houston quarterback in the Super Bowl. There's always a trick play, right, Billy?
Absolutely. And it's another Philly special, possibly. All right. I think it's going to be a close game. I really do. I think the Eagles win this game, and I look at everybody's score. I start to waver a little bit thinking, but I'm going to stick with my initial thought. I'm going to say the Eagles are going to win this game 31-26. 31-26. Yeah, I think, that's their average of points. So, wow. What a 2 days, man. This has been so much fun.
Billy, you're sticking with the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I'm going to tease this.
Of course you are.
I'm going to tease.
What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to take the Eagles. So if I get to move the point, the spread 6.5 or 7, whatever. So I'll get the Eagles plus 5 or 6, something like that.
Okay.
And I'll take the over, which I'll tease that down 6 points down. So I'll probably get the over and under at 43.
Nice. You know what my bet of the day is?
What?
One bet. Ready?
Eagles.
Minus 135. Mahomes on his first run of the day will go for more than 3.5 yards.
That's safe to say. Scrambling out of the pocket.
Yep.
What a weekend. Yesterday we had former Eagles center Hank Fraley on. That was great to talk to him. Of course, we had the sportsbook consigliere Dave Sharapan check in from the desert. Tom McMenamin called us from the desert. Mark Grimes.
They're all there.
They're all there, man. You just got text message from somebody's 46,000 feet on the way to the game. See what this does to our community.
Yeah.
See what happens when the Eagles go to the Super Bowl.
We've been lucky, man. We go from
special.
the Phillies right into the Eagles.
And
now we're going to get right back after this game, parade, and then start thinking Phillies.
Real quick, though. How about the way the Sixers won last night? Is that an omen for today's game?
I don't think so, but I think it's more of an omen for the rest of the Sixers season.
Lucky.
Maybe they could go on a run at the end.
Listen,
of the year.
I think the Sixers just had 2 straight wins that are very important because they had to fight and claw their way to get wins.
Yeah.
Most of this year, this team, when they've won games, they've had to survive. Because they got lazy down the stretch. I thought it was great to see 2 straight games on 2 straight nights, Carlin, where the Sixers fought and clawed their way. Because I think that's what the Sixer fan wants, right, Billy?
Yeah,
the Sixer fan wants to see their team fight
They're
for their right
they're a
to
good
win
team.
the game.
They're not they're not a great team,
But
and that's
but
okay.
that's okay because, like with the Phillies, you go on a run at the end of the season. They can do it. And if they follow suit with our Phillies and our Eagles, they will do
Josh
it.
just said, they clawed last night. Can you name a starter on the Nets? Other than Bridges? No. Okay.
I can. But
okay.
That's because
All
I'm
right.
Josh
But that's my
Hennig, and I
point.
approve
Jim
this
in
message.
Ocean City, you win the shirt package. Rob from Millville, you win Jim from Egg Harbor Township. Tara wins the bottle of wine. Got to go down to Lavari's Seafood Bar and Grill to get your bottle, your collector's edition. Today, I want to thank Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News for checking in all season long. He's phenomenal.
Scott's first class.
Oh, we never got Carlin's favorite Eagle.
Yeah, Carlin.
Hold
on, let me finish. Dave Klemic. Want to thank Dave Klemic, Chuck Thompson, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, and Mark Grimes.
You ready for this one? I'm going way back. I was 19 years old working at a pizza shop, and across the street, an Eagle, a rookie from Alabama, named Mark Millen. Mark McMillan.
Mark McMillan.
Okay. He walked in with his agent. We didn't know who he was.
Small guy.
Small. I thought he was like in junior high. And all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, I play for the Eagles." We were like, "What?" And we turned out to be really good friends. He would leave tickets. I actually went to Scottsdale to see a game, stayed at the hotel where the team was. Yeah, it was just, but he was literally.
See, that's something you'll remember forever.
Oh, yeah, I'll never forget.
You know what I mean?
And he played for the Chiefs after the Eagles.
Yeah. All right. I also want to thank Joe Lenigan, and I also want to thank Bill Elliott from the Hero Foundation for making this a fun weekend by donating the shirts and getting everybody involved. And
come see Josh and myself at yesterday's. Right? We're going to be at yesterday's for the game.
Get down there. Also, I want to tell people to get down to Lavari's. They're having a big deal down there. Let's go Birds, man.
Let's go.
It's been a lot of fun.
The parade.
We
parade.
had the Flyers and Sixers on today.
Sixers are back in action tomorrow at 7 p.m. Right. Flyers on today at 1 p.m. Right. Yeah, the Flyers having this whole promotion where if you go to the Flyers game, you can stay around and watch the game.
Nice. Hey, thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Thanks, Carlin. Andrew Leeds, outstanding
Great job.
Josh, as always, you keep me straight. I love it. Let's go, Birds.
Let's go, Birds.
Stay tuned for Mike Gill and the Sports Bash on Monday to recap all the action. All right, we'll see you next week. Let's go, Birds.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey later today on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app with Tim Saunders and Steve Coates calling all the play-by-play action.
He's in the right circle. He scores! On the power play.
It's Flyers Kraken. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey on the radio home of the Flyers in South Jersey, 97.3 ESPN